Chloe was 9 years old and a healthy child when she got diagnosed with the flu. And last year she did not get the flu shot in time.
Emily was my first girl.
She was 3.5, just super healthy, super active.
Billy was 13 years old and was a little sick, so we took him to the doctor, and the doctor did the test and said, yes, he has the flu.
She got sick. She was at the doctor the next day. They did a test and said she has the flu.
I never thought it was going to be as bad later on as it was.
About 4:30 in the morning, he could not breathe.
That's a panic moment. Like, that's when you can't breathe. That was like the biggest thing for me. That's the only thing I could focus on.
I grabbed him and drove to the closest hospital.
That Sunday, we were up with her and she just seemed like she got sicker. So in the morning, we're like, okay, the minute that doctor's office opens, we're gonna call. We called and they said, bring her in. I can't remember the exact time, but we'll squeeze her in like 11:30 or 12. I gave her a shower and cleaned her up, put her in pajamas and put her in the bed watching cartoons. And you were kind of getting ready and doing different things like laundry.
Getting dressed and came back up.
And then
she was just laying there. I mean, it was very clear that, something was wrong. And, I kind of said, Emily, and then I screamed for Joe. And basically we grabbed the phone. You were coming up. I called 911. Joe started giving CPR.
At about 2 in the morning, she said she couldn't breathe. I don't think it took 2 or 3 minutes. I called 911 and they said, we'll be there in 15 minutes, and I knew I didn't have that time.
We knew something was bad.
We're in just complete disbelief. This is the flu. Mm-hmm. And your son's in there, Billy's in there dying from it.
This all just happened so quickly and turned our whole world upside down.
From getting off the school bus to in the hospital in a coma that quick. I remember that. They said, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to put your son in a drug-induced coma so he can fight this. Come talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
I got in touch with Micah. He came to the hospital. The whole day was a whirlwind.
I remember the pressure mask thing wasn't helping.
I saw a tear in her eye, so I went back and I just went like that. And I just told her it was gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened. She couldn't take it anymore. And she called me to talk to me and pull my hair. I had a necklace and she grabbed it and I got really scared. I thought that was it.
Your fears are kind of hitting you and you think the worst, as a parent. You're just like, am I ever gonna talk to my child again?
They told us right away, this is a very, very sick, little girl.
And they're like, there's no brain activity. And we just said, we just want to go and be with her.
And so we basically said goodbye,
When they're telling you this, you kind of feel like it was so surreal.
We drove home without her, which is very weird. And we had to bury her. We had to adjust to life without her.
The next 2 months, it was every day he's fighting for his life. And they would start off every morning and say, look, Billy is the sickest kid in this hospital. And they were preparing us for the worst.
I remember him opening his eyes the first time. And he couldn't talk because he still had the ventilator. And, we weren't sure. Sorry. We weren't sure if he would even be mentally okay. I whispered, I love you, in his ear, and he mouthed, I love you back.
Your children are born and you envision, this 10 years, 20 years. We had a lot of plans. and then all of a sudden it just stops. Then you don't have a past, and you don't have a future, and you don't have a present with them.
I could never imagine her getting that sick that quick.
You don't ever think the flu is going to get to the point where you're going to lose a child over the flu.
I know friends that have had the flu, but they just stayed at home.
The flu before, I never thought of it as being serious. I thought like, oh, you get it, you stay home for a week, you miss school, like you'd be all happy about that. But after I got it, I realized how much more serious it became, like how it could actually affect you and how it could actually start, I guess, to be blunt, like to kill you.
A normal flu happens to a bunch of people all the time, but you never know if you're going to be the one who's going to really get hurt by it.
My daughter isn't here, okay? I had to put her in a box and bury her. Everyone has access to hear what can happen, and the vaccines are effective.
Why not get a flu shot? Like, why would you put yourself at risk?
I don't think the flu is something that you want to mess with or take lightly.
Prevent what's preventable.
Get vaccinated for influenza.
Protege tu familia.
Ponte la vacuna contra la gripe.
Please, get your flu shot.